It's science, science, science. It's science, science, science. It's science, science, science. It's science.
Science.
Yeah.
Miss Ng, would you mind spelling science?
SCIENCE.
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 My
Whew.
friends, welcome to Science. It's Miss Rebecca here, along with Miss Ng with the Shaler North Hills Library, and we have an experiment that will dazzle your mind, even if you've already seen it on the internet, because it seems to be a hot little item.
You haven't seen it here.
Exactly.
In the lab. In the lab.
So,
first of all, who are you wearing today?
I am wearing the science outfit that, remember, feels like thin cardboard.
Yes.
But it's important to make sacrifices within reason for science and all the exploring that one does in a lab.
Yes. What do we need from our lab today?
Well, shockingly, nothing. So I'm going to move the beaker and the funnel. Remember, there's a little funnel in there.
Yeah.
The giant measuring tape, this leveler.
We don't need the level.
The clamp.
I need the clamps.
These magnet things, and the rocks.
Okay. All right.
I'd also like to take a moment to just say Happy Earth Day.
Yeah.
This doesn't have anything to do with Earth Day, other than the fact that we're all here on Earth.
We are.
And I've got my magnifying glass.
And water comes from the earth.
And water is wonderful, and it's so...
In fact, the earth is like more water than anything else.
I believe that's true.
Yeah.
That
was
brings
a science
me back
fact.
to a memory. When I was in elementary school at William Penn Elementary,
Down
back
south.
in Bethel Park, I did grow up. I was born and bred a Bethel Park Blackhawk. I forget what grade it was, but the teacher asked one of those teachery questions. Who here says there's more land than water, and who here says there's more water than land? And I believe there was more land than water. And I was only one of two people that raised their hand, and everybody else raised their hand that there was more water than land. And I didn't know, and I felt sad and embarrassed. But that's not the funnest memory
I didn't think
ever.
that story was going to go that way.
That is the way it went. I still remember it, but it's all good because sometimes you're wrong.
And now you have a science show. Oh my gosh. See what this totally proves?
Random days.
Yes, this totally proves. Miss Rebecca, who thought there used to be more land than water, now has her own the science show and lab coat.
That is true. Is the collar down? Okay. Okay, my friends. What we have today is an experiment that puts on dazzling display the wonder that is water tension.
Water tension?
Water tension.
Okay.
The tension on the surface of water.
Okay.
Now, and my super special grown-up friends, after this, if you just want to Google that water and pepper experiment, you can, and you'll find it all over the place.
Okay.
So what you'll need is a bowl, preferably see-through.
Okay.
You will need pepper,
Okay.
regular old table pepper.
All right.
You will need a little amount of dish soap. We have Dawn or Palm Olive here.
Any
I
brand?
can't remember.
Okay. My mother always liked Dawn because they're the ones that help clean up the
birds from the oil spills.
The birds from the oil spills.
Yeah.
So she would always say, "Get Dawn."
I can see that.
Yeah.
And then we have water. You will not need this water, but it's always fun to get more water than you need. Now, like I said, you may have already seen this online. It is floating around. I saw it through LaneyGossip.com the other day because Blue Ivy Carter had a little video. That's Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter, one of them, doing the same experiment because it's also an awesome visual experiment for how important it is to wash your hands, wash them well, and wash them with soap.
Now, for someone like myself who's older than you are and doesn't
By, like,
have
2
any
years.
idea who those people are, would that
You
be
know
sort
who
of like
Beyonce and Jay-Z
would that be
are?
sort of like if Betty Davis and Joan Crawford had their daughters on a show? Like Beyonce, are they married? Right. Like if like
Wait, is that Joan Crawford?
that is Joan Crawford.
Okay.
But there's a lot. I'm a Joan Crawford fan, so anyway, we'll get
You
into
take
that
issue
another
with
show.
that.
I do.
Her
I
treatment
do.
of Christina is depicted in that movie.
I do.
That was a
I
good
do.
scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
I can picture it.
Yeah. But I don't know. So, and how do we create the tension in the water? Like, should you and I fake a fight?
No.
Because you know how that
no.
can elevate a lot of tension?
This is how, and Miss
Should we
Lee will
give the
know
water
this.
a deadline? Oh, it's not in there yet. So how do
No.
we create the tension?
Well, the tension just exists, and it's not the emotional tension you may feel in a relationship.
All right.
It is physical tension. Like if you had a rope and you were pulling it real tight.
Okay.
When it's real tight, I am going to say that's tension, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. Like a tension headache? No, that's the
No,
other kind of
that's
tension.
stress and
Okay.
tension.
All right, that's
Which
stress
I'm
and
sure
tension.
we're all familiar with these
Okay.
days.
Because it is a little stress
It's a
and
little
tension.
stressful. It's a
Maybe the
little
water's already tense.
stressful. That's why it's fun to slop in water. Yeah. See, we don't need this much water,
We don't. But
but it's fun.
it's better for the visual. All right, so you put the water in there.
And then I'm putting my pepper.
Okay.
And now can you see how the pepper just sits on? Ingrid, why don't you get a down view?
Like an
No,
aerial
like a
view?
here
Oh,
view.
here. I got you.
I mean, some of it sinks, but that's maybe because I put too much water and I put a lot of pepper.
That's okay.
And as always, super special grown-ups must okay this experiment.
Right.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to adjust our lap. Wait.
Oh, yeah. Inspect it. Inspect it.
Ooh, surface tension in action.
I can feel the surface. I feel tense
But all
already.
this pepper,
I'm gonna have to go outside after this.
unfortunately,
and
makes
run
me
around.
feel like I need to sneeze, which isn't
Oh,
ideal. Okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to dip my finger.
Does it matter what color the dishwashing liquid is?
Maybe,
Okay.
but I don't think so.
But this is what it'll work with blue. Okay.
I'm gonna get a glob on there. It says you don't need a lot, but it's always fun to have a lot.
And those bowls were furnished by Panera.
Who does not support this?
Does not support the show, but they're not necessarily against it.
No.
They just
okay.
didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Oh yeah, these were left over from something.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes. Ah! Look at that! It's running away! Run away! Run away! Look at the rabbit's teeth! Run away! Run away!
Now, sometimes
away!
if you have less water and less salt, it spreads a lot faster.
That's okay. Because look, it's running away.
Yeah.
That's neat. And that's by the surface tension.
Well, the pepper stays on the top of the water because of the surface tension. But, like I admitted,
Okay.
I put probably more pepper than was necessary. But this is an excellent example of why, in your super safe places, if you were going to try this experiment, if it's okay with your grown-ups to get your water, your dish soap, and your pepper, you just need a little bit of pepper.
A little bit of pepper.
You don't need a lot of pepper.
That's cool. I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was cool too.
But did you need the dish soap on there? Like if you just stuck your finger in there without dish soap, would it have run away?
I don't know.
I wonder.
That's not the experiment.
That's not. Sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot with that.
That could be, hey, I'm comfortable saying I don't know, because I don't.
What are people in Topeka, Kansas thinking about this right now?
I'm not sure. I don't know if this is aired yet in the
Okay.
breadbasket of
Maybe not.
America.
Yeah. Awesome. I love it. This was a great experiment. Your hair looks really nice today too.
Thanks.
Yeah. And
Feels fuzzy.
let's do the closing song. Ready? It's science. No, how about this? Wait, we're inventing this again. It was science, science, science. It was science. It was SCIENCE. It was science.
Science.
Bye.